Okay, part 3. Now we are 11v11, U14s and U18s. So we run a 4-3-3. Okay, so you have your 4 back. Okay, you have your holding mid, like the other U12s. We had that holding mid to protect the back 2 here to help in the midfield. We have 2 midfielders, attacking midfielders. Okay, then you have your right forward, your left forward, and your striker. Okay, you can see already just by here the triangles are already and the diamonds are already in place, just like the other formation. So U10s to U12s, they're already starting to get used to this formation is main formation for Storm, especially coming as a brand new U11 team. So you can see there's diamonds here. With this formation here, you're gonna see it's different. I think a lot of you are used to the classic recreation and they do this. The problem is with this is there's a lot of real estate right here. Okay, in this formation, the teams that own the middle are able to attack more. If you don't own the middle, the other team will attack more, especially if they know what they're doing in the midfield. Right here, you make this an outside game, okay? And it's a lot of times of going to be crossing and dribbling, okay? With this, having it like this, okay? Say the ball's here. We're shifting, and okay, and this player they play like a V. Do you see how they still cover? They can come and help, okay, but they still cover this midfield. We're not worried about this other player back here, okay, because now you have the numbers. You'll win the ball. As soon as you do win, say we win a ball, it goes right up. Now, a lot of times you may have one person here, okay, or they're already here. It's immediate here. So now you have 4 defenders, okay, and all this space to work in. Somebody has to step up to this here. Let's say that person does, okay, and right here. Now we have options. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. As this player, as soon as the ball here, he needs to get up here. So in 11v11, you have even numbers, and attacking is really good because now you can dribble a player. Like say if it's on the outside, okay, you dribble, takes him out. Now you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 against 3. You see what I'm saying? 1, 2, 3, 4. You have numbers. So that's why in attacking, you always want even numbers is always really good because you can do give and goes in the spaces. Okay, so let me take this out here. Let's go back to what we're doing here. Okay, on the let's swap that. We've talked about the offense; it's already set. Okay, so you attack with these 5. And then you'll defend in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. On a counter, you still have 5 back, and they have 3 forwards, and maybe here. When you're defending, you want to have 1 more than them in 11v11. Okay. There's a lot of fields. Oops, sorry. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So they have 3 forwards. You got 1, 2, 3, 4. You outnumber them, and they have the middle. You still outnumber them when you're defending. You always want to do that by 1, okay? When you attack, even numbers, or even better, you have 1 more than them. You have more chances on goal. Okay?
So what about, again, what are we talking about? Let's talk about, okay, if I'm trying to hold a lead, the game's winding down, and I'm up by 1.
Okay. So this is where it comes to the midfield, okay, and the wingers. It just depends on your opponent's strength and what they're trying to do, okay. So you're holding them down. So you this triangle you see, okay. Now you're going to make the triangle up. So now you're going to put 2 holding mitts. So that way they can go like this to help. Okay? So instead of 1, it's 2. So now you're defending with 6. Let's say the coach says, I'm going to release the defender here. Or say he already has a forward and they're playing old school here. Okay? They have the ball. They can shift here. Okay? And then this player stays here, but can come back. So you have options with your forwards. You can shift here, or you're defending. Make your forwards come back with the ball. Keep 2 up at all times. Okay? Because we're really not going to be really too much concern here, because they have to cross all the way there, and it's going to allow these guys to come here. Let's say they go way over here, okay, to their midfield. They're not going to get through the middle because they only have 1. So the only way to do it is in the air, and now you just shift. Same thing over here, okay? And then leave 2 up. So that's how you defend the lead. And defending the lead, it's 5 minutes left. I would stretch it, 10 minutes, but you still have these 2 forwards in this attacking mid to really counter that. So you could, if they're pressing a lot, you could still get another goal. So no more than 10. I would not do this at halftime. If halftime I'm up by 1-0 and this is a big game, I would not do that, because now you're just inviting them to get consistency and getting an attack, and they're getting comfortable, they're getting close, and it's all about momentum. So I would not do this at halftime. This is like, 5, maybe 10 minutes. Yeah, 10 minutes is fine. The other thing is, too, let's talk about what if the other team is really strong in the midfield, okay? Well, you can still play 4-3-3. You just start with these 2 holdings, and this player has to go side to side to do. This one's really good with the ball, really good at passing, and can shoot outside the box and also come into the box. So you're still going here, and these guys will support the middle. So say maybe you have a couple of good guys, but they're not as fast. You have 2 of them, and you have 1 fast one. Yeah, maybe you do it this way. It's still the 4-3-3, okay? And you still have plenty of tackling, but you do have the support. One thing that I would say that I have not covered is he has the ball, okay? And where do you see the space? A lot of space is here, right? In here. So in possession, we have the ball. We have 4 defenders. So I would ask our defender here, and we shift over, because remember the ball's way over here. We're not concerned too much. It's okay that he's open, a little bit open here, but he needs to just come up and make the triangle. That's it. And see here, the diamond. He can play here. He can do a long switch all the way over here, and he's got a big foot. He can find the striker. He can find, the forward. He's helped in possession, in a supporting role right here. So that's one thing is in the 4-3-3. I'm gonna take this back again. We'll line up. We're wrapping this up right here. Okay. Regardless if it's this way, you want to be more offensive. Okay. I have a really strong guy here and 2 guys that like to run and move. But you can still see here. This is my thing here. So in possession, say the ball's here. Let's get that other. Move him up to help the support. He can switch. Okay. And he has a lot of options. Okay. I just gotta check maybe 5 to 7 yards and keep the triangle there.
I think one of the rules we want to remind them: you do not want both.
These.
Yeah, you don't want both these guys going up at the same time.
No, it's and at this level, we want to teach them where the ball is. Let's move in to the triangle. Let's keep here, because they're gonna keep 3 forwards. Even if that guy goes back, you still have here, and you're up by 1. You see what I mean? If he does go back, he says, "Oh, he's got the ball. I'm gonna run at him." Okay, and they got a striker and they got a 3 forwards. We're still taken care of. See what I mean? We're up by 1 when we talked about the defense. But if he's up here, now this is what if he loses the ball? Okay, now if you diagonal go in here, he can make a run and go in here. We don't want these spaces. Look at these big spaces. We don't want that. So always keep the 3, okay? There to make sure you're covered. And he passes the ball or loses the ball. He just gets back into. They lose the ball. Just get back into 4.
I want to discuss something about somebody's individual job here for a second. So let's say I have 4 defenders back. Okay, and maybe talk about what these guys' responsibilities.
Oh, when they have the ball or don't have the ball?
When they got the ball.
When they ball. Okay. So what you want to try to do in this formation is you have a striker. So a lot of times they're gonna occupy this. Here is you want to get in behind. So right now you have here in the space. He goes. Their job is to get in behind and dribble in byline on the ground, and these guys finish or in crosses. Okay. So and this guy's job is to hold the ball, shooting the ball, or create a pass through, pass. Okay. But after the ball goes on these outside, his job is to be in the box, and so are these attacking mids. So if they put the ball through, it was here. You could see the strikers here. We have backdoor near their post, and now we have the top of the box there for crosses.
Cool. So here's another thing. When we have, let's say we're on defense, I got my attacking mids, and then I got my 3 forwards here. And let's say they got their people up, and they released this defender. These guys are, because so many times I'll see these guys sitting up top.
Okay, so teams that like to use their defenders, the older you get, the more competitive. In club it happens all the time. So is these defenders attack? Okay, so the responsibility of these forwards is make sure none of these 4 players are going to allow these outside defenders to attack. So if, for example, I'm a forward and he has the ball and he takes off, it's his responsibility to track him down. Okay? Because if you don't, do you see the numbers there? It's going to outnumber. So these sort, just because they're forward, they have responsibilities in defending. And this way, tracking those guys if they attack, you still have 2 up. Okay? And the other thing is, some teams will want to play long ball. Your guys' job as forwards is, if he has the ball here, okay, is make sure he's not out. We'll just kick the ball all the time. We get he gets frustrated. We just kick it here. Now we got to work the ball up. We just kick it here. We got to work the ball up. These guys are make sure they don't try to play long ball. Okay, and protect because they're always like 3 forwards. A lot of teams have 3 forwards. Protect the outside because guess what? You have the numbers inside, don't you? Okay, so don't let them pass down the line. This is this guy's job, and that's a big thing in club. That all my teams is we're taught to let them go ahead and go down the line because it's furthest away. But up here, we want to deny the line and let them try to pass in the middle. And I guarantee you playing this right, you win the ball, and guess what? You're attacking here, and you're not getting the ball here and trying to attack. So that's the responsibility of the forwards.
You brought up a good point, which I really want everybody to make sure they caught. We do not give the outside line. Like say, we'll go up there, we push him in. So he's going in with the ball. We want to bring him in because this is where all our defenders are at. We don't let him go. If he goes around us, he's going there. He's got to cross, and they get a good chance to score. Always, and whatever age group, bring him to the inside. Okay.
I would like to add to that. So we're talking on their side of the field because we want to win the ball here. Okay. So obviously, if we're all the way down and we're in our defending our final third or half, yes, we don't want to allow them to come in here. We have to we push them to the outside because now this corner is your friend. You push him here, he doesn't have very many options other than try to cross and you block. So that's the difference. Okay, so here, don't give the line on this side. For example, here he's got the ball. It's 1v1. you don't want to do this so he can go in here and shoot, right? Okay, because then they also have another striker. You want to protect it. Now you protect the inside around your box. We push, 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 push. You see he ran out of real estate. The only way he's got options is to go back. And that's where when we are defending our final third area, we want the team to go back. Okay?
Excellent. Okay.
All right.